Alright, we are live. I don't know if I want to send this on Insta. Okay. Well, I can't sleep. So that's why I'm here. I would like to sleep, but I can't, so I might as well just do something. And if anyone, I doubt, because it's Thanksgiving holiday, if anyone's around, then we could just chill. Let me put the link in from my Instagram. Live stream. Alright. So I put this this paper here because I noticed my table was kind of shining reflective and it's kind of harder to see like what exactly is going on, right? So I made sure to put a different thing down here so you guys can actually see. I got some fire agates here, and I organized them by their color and their pattern the best I could. So then all these bracelets here, I'm going to be taking them apart and I'm going to be redesigning them, basically. And what else? I also forgot, but I need to take out these beads and like put them all in one area because I don't want to deal with them getting all over the place because I have nowhere to put them, right? So this is just casual hangout. If you want to be here, you can be here, you know. So I'm taping up this little paper tray because the other tape I was using just like come apart, which is very weird. But yeah, I mean, there's no one here right now, so I'm just talking to myself right now. And I guess it makes more sense for the replay, but it's a little bit awkward when like, people aren't here immediately because then it's like, what do I do? What do I talk about? And then people watch the replay, you know, until something happens, like, what's the point of the video, right? So I'm just like getting started right now. I have my little bead boat, and then I want to create little dividers in here. Let's see if I can do that. People are crazy. What can I say? I'm just going to be cutting some stuff right now. Trying to see what I can do here. Move this a little closer, you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't care about measuring right now. I just want it to work. I did make another divider, but it just wouldn't stick because of the freaking tape. So it just kind of fell off. But this time I want something that actually works. don't like that I randomly remember things I don't want to. I don't know, I'm just not expecting people to be here, so this is just for whoever says hi. It's really just for me, I guess. Might as well. I'm trying to make more videos and stuff. Okay, I did that wrong. Oops, this is actually cut. Needs to be cut more. Alright. Okay, great. Awesome. I'll try not to hit the microphone, but sometimes I do on accident. Alright. Let me think. I don't know if I want to completely cut them or not, so let me use my tweezers. So the crystals I have here are sugilite, amethyst, sunstone, carnelian. I have some copper beads here. And what else? Petroleum quartz and selenite. Yes. And I just hope that this isn't too frazzled that I can't use it anymore. Amethyst. Okay, amethyst goes here. Sugilite goes here. Copper can go anywhere. Copper. I'll put the petroleum quartz next to the sunstone. Sorry, I hit the microphone again. It's weird. Let me try putting it somewhere where I won't hit it. I'm trying. I think this is a bracelet, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is meant to be a bracelet. Trying to figure out if this is the other bracelet or not. Huh? Hold on, what? Which one is longer? I guess this is the bracelet then. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to be separating them. Oh, no. This is not really staying where I want it to. I'm gonna cut another piece. Oh, sorry. Again, I'm trying not to, but it happens. I'm gonna try to fix this. Also a bit too high. Oh shit. Oh, I got it. Alright. I wonder why it does this to me, where it doesn't really want me to see the chat. It's very strange. I don't know, I guess it glitches or something. No. There you go. Oops. Oop. Got it. Alright, there's that one. I wish I could fix my chat. It's not letting me see. Oh, here, refresh chat. Maybe I just need to press that. This bothers me. I don't know why I won't. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe if I, like, open it a different way. Oh, that's how I fix it. Now I can see the chat. Okay, I guess it just needed help. I have no idea what happened and why this happened. What the heck is going on with my camera? I don't know. I don't know what was that. So here's the necklace. I don't know if the chat is working. Let me check. Actually, I should have checked earlier, but I didn't. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Type in something. Type in test. T-E-S-T. Enter. Oh, I missed it. I forgot to press the thing. Enter. Let's see if it shows up on my stream. Okay, it does, so it should be working. It's already getting full. There's a lot more, well, I don't know, I can't accurately say how much there is in comparison to another one. The carnelians are pretty big. I really love 10mm size beads, they're really nice. I think I put an amethyst here, yeah. Okay. Super light. Amethyst. Alright, great. Finally. I think I wanted to use, what's it called? Golden Tiger Eye. Let me see if I have any. Let me check my box. Oh no. Actually, I was thinking about like combining two different designs. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't think so. I'll put the gold here in case I want to. I'm not sure if I have some that are not on a string. It's gonna be hard to find some of these. Okay, I think I found some. That one's golden tiger eye. That's golden tiger eye. I think I should have quite a few golden tiger eye because I haven't been using it that often. Okay, I'm still finding some, which is a good sign. I'm going to use my phone light for this. Find my golden tiger eye. It's really beautiful. I wish I had bigger ones and they had more vibrancy maybe. I think that's all of them. Okay, yeah, probably. I guess I could put some light here. If that helps you guys see them better. So, I'm not sure if I want to use the golden. I don't know what metaphysical element of golden tiger's eye is. So I'm looking it up. So I mean, just give me a second. So this is obviously solar energy. Alright, that's cool. Fire anchored in earth. It's not that bad. It's just mostly solar, not really fire. Which is kind of funny, because I'm like, solar, fire, I guess they're not quite the same. But, you know, the sun is a ball of fire, so... It's just, I guess it's a different type of energy. Let me look it up, because I'm like, what's the difference between that? So let me ask, what's the difference between fire element and solar element? Okay. Fire. Raw catalytic force. Destroy, ignite, consume, transform. So it's like really fast, intense. And the solar energy is stable radiance, sovereignty, vitality, and illumination. Outward, centered, radiant, like a star, instead of a match. Okay, yeah. Alright, and also solar energy resonates with the Leo, which is also resonating with the heart chakra, which is good. That's awesome. So like fire has more chaotic energy and solar is more stable. Alright. So fire is more passion, anger, and drive, and solar is more confidence, identity, and clarity. It's not a bad combination, you know? Alright, also I think I want to add some Russian Charite. I'm not sure if I'll keep the sunstone. Maybe I'll use it for accents. But let me find my Russian Charite. They're really pretty, by the way. Let me just try to find them. I don't know where I left them. Oh. I guess somewhere in here, or did I put all of them in there? Well, I don't know, but there's something interesting about this bag. Okay. Oh wow, there's a lot in here. I need to be very careful how I dump this bag out. I'll use my tarot cards for this. I'm just trying to create a barrier for this because I'm going to have to separate a few things here. Oh my god, I forgot. I have zircon in here. Those are super small. Oh god. Okay. See if I can do this without doing anything crazy. I think I'll be fine. But yeah, no, zircon is super small. So I'm just going to be picking at these because I'm going to need these. I just have to be careful not to let anything fly off the table. These are very, very light carnelians. I don't know what I would use those for. These sunstones are more white than they are pink, so I don't think I want to use those. So I'll probably remove these two, separate them. I guess I'm going to need a bigger tray. Yeah, I'm probably going to need another tray. I guess I could put this to the side then. At least the sugilite, because I already have so many here. I'm probably going to use the rest of these. So I'm going to take them off so I can use... Is it still knotted? Oh, they actually are. Okay, then I'll just cut it off then. I can't undo that knot. It's too small. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. I try not to, but it happens sometimes. I hope that wasn't too crazy. And every time I keep moving it, thinking, well, if I move it to this spot, I'll stop hitting it, and then I still hit it. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out if I kept the zircon. Where would I put them? I don't think I want to use the sunstone with too many black spots on them. This is amethyst. Purple and gold looks really nice together, yeah? There you go. Now these here are the Russian Charoite. These big purple ones are Russian Charoite. I thought I had more than this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. I think that was the amount. Okay. And the rest here are just tiny, tiny zircon. They're so small. And I'm going to have to make another tray for this to like organize all this stuff because there's so many. So I'm going to make a paper tray. So let me just fold this up. Because I need to organize these and my other one is out of space. I guess I did it wrong, or I folded it too wrong. How did I do the other one? Oh, I know why. I used a bigger cardboard. I mean, paper, whatever, fuck. What's the fine? Can I still make it work? Probably not. Alright, well, I made a mistake. So let me find the right one. That's why. And I would do it more closer here. I just don't want these to like leave me, you know, because like I kind of need them to stay, but I'm having to like do this origami thing off the camera. I just don't have space. There you go. And then I just cut the corners here. I need to get my tape and I can fold the edges like this. And then will be like a little boat. Where is the tape? Okay. I got some masking tape here. I love cats. Right. Okay, I need to measure this. Let's see if I can get this. No, it's still too long. Try again. Nope, it's still too long. Okay. Try this size. I think it works. No, it's still too big. How about now? Nope, still too long. Try again. Well, I think that works. I need to cut another side that's like the same. So let's try this. And then is this size the same too? They all need to be the same. So, come on. There we go. Crap. Can I get it to stand? Okay, great. I got it to stand. Alright. Another piece of tape. Great. Look, I already got the dividers. Need more tape. Hello. I forgot. I remember your name, but I forgot because that name is so long. I probably forgot what. I think I know who you are, but I just can't remember right now. The name is just not helping. Thanks for the heart. Everything's been crazy these past few months, but things are starting to wind down just a little bit. If I got paid for it, I'd be rich. Okay, I really wish these didn't get stuck like that, because I kind of need it to be straight. I could probably try to tape it better. I'll find a way to do it, I'm sure. Let's see what I can do here. Very welcome. In the past, I was the Enlightened Alpha and Jedi Master Beta. I remember Jedi Master Beta. I remember that. But that was from a long time ago. And I think you were on Glitch's live stream sometimes, right? My friend Sue the Glitch. I guess it did work. Hooray. So why the big name change? Okay, I need to cut this. Okay, yeah, then I know. I've seen you around, yeah. But I'm more familiar with Jedi Master Beta than the other names. Here, I'm just trying to get this to get closer to the shape I want it. Alright, great. I think something's not working here. I don't like how it like looks weird. Maybe I'll just take this one off. It's fine. I think I have enough of what I need anyway. What the heck? I have weird dreams. I have very weird dreams. I just like randomly remembered a dream where I was on this really big boat. And I don't know, it was just so surreal. Yeah, and I don't know, it's just like looking at the shape of this just randomly reminded me of that, and that was so bizarre. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. That's just weird. Oh, you don't get doxxed? Did he end up getting doxxed, or did something happen, or it's just a precaution? There we go. Let me cut this a little bit more. Here we go. Oh well, I guess I ruined it. That's fine. I'll fix it with tape. Not yet. He's hanging low from the two. He's hanging low. He is laying low. Okay. 2 now. Okay. My dyslexia. Reading words that aren't there. What day is... What do you mean, what day is? I don't know what that means. Funny, now I can separate these. So here's the Russian charites. And then I gotta pick up the tiny, tiny zircon crystals here. They're very small. I'm not sure if I want to use zircon, but in case I change my mind, I'll have them here. Alright, cool. Let's see if I can like remove these cards without getting all these things to run all over. Awesome, great. They're staying put. Just very careful. What are you making? Oh, I think I see now. Yeah. I'm making bracelets, a necklace, and some to wear around my ankles. Let me move the camera here. Yeah. So I'm just arranging my things by color. Okay, this actually really helps because the white paper here kind of shows me the color of everything. It's kind of hard to see because of how translucent they are. So, you know what? I realize this isn't going to work because this isn't, the dividers are not sealed enough and they could just slide through the other side, and I don't want that to happen to them. Try to fix what I have going on here. What day is that in avionics? I don't know. I still don't know what you're talking about. Oh. I never heard of that word before. Give me a minute. Come on. Just trying to get this to stay still. Okay. So, make sure this is sealed. I don't want things to get stuck. I'm getting messages. Be right back. Okay, well, I can look at those later. They're just pictures. I'm just trying to do what I'm trying to do here. So, oh crud. Okay. I'm just glad that like fell right in here because I was just like, I grabbed it too hard with the tweezers and it exploded, and I was like, that's fine. Okay. So these are the red ones, and then here are the pink ones. I'm trying to get the pink ones and the red ones together. I assume, oh shoot, yeah, these are so freaking small. I'm not sure if it's white or if it's pink. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with the ones that are like very pink. And I'll separate them. Oh my goodness, yeah. These are more blue. These are blue zircon. I want to separate the ones from the pink ones. No offense to anyone, I don't know how to better explain it. Oh, ghetto black talk. Oh. Well, it still doesn't make sense. So I forgot. Not everyone grew up in a neighborhood where most of the kids were black. What is that? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just working with crystals. I mean, that's all. These are zircon crystals right here. Oh. Yeah, I just never heard of that phrase or anything like that. Oop, trying to grab it. Alright, so then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think this one's pink enough. 7, 8, 9, is that 10? Let me see. Let's see, count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have 10. Some of these still look pink, but I'm still not sure. 10 is a good amount to have, though. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have them. It's just hard to see. Let me get the light. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Are these pink? Okay, yeah, some of them are pink. So I'm just trying to figure out which ones do I keep and which ones not. There's like only one here. That would be like 11. Okay, well I'm fine. I guess I'll try to work with 11. So this one was pink after all. Alright, great. So now we got zircon, Russian Charite, Sugalite, Golden Tiger's Eye Amethyst, Sunstone, Petroleum Quartz, Carnelian, Copper, and Selenite. I don't want this carnelian. It's too light colored. I want darker reds. And then over here, I already have this separated. This is Mexican red agate. Or no, it's not Mexican red agate. I think it's, they have different names. I think this is fire agate, or maybe it's called Mexican fire agate or flame agate. We actually don't mine these anymore unless they're on reserves. So these can only be ethically sourced from reserves. And what else? I also have some here in raw form. You guys can see. Let me take them out. I think they're really nice. So they have like lots of colors. This one is more white, but this is how they typically look. But yeah, there could be lots of different colors. So the fire and the fire agate is actually more of I don't know how to describe it. It kind of looks like the stag beetle, or I think a scarab beetle that kind of has this shimmer to it. And those are typically more expensive and more hard to find, right? But it's still a fire agate, but that's typically what they're sought for. These are like what they look like. I feel like my camera should be better quality, and I don't know how to fix that. Sometimes I kind of feel like the quality's low. I don't know why. Let me get you some smaller ones. You know, maybe the camera's zoomed in. Where's my mouse? Let me see. Let me see if that's it, because maybe I just have it zoomed in when it shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright, give me a minute. Let me zoom out. And that'll probably make the quality better. Yeah. I could zoom out, but then I have to make the camera really close, but there we go. So this one's a white one. It's still, oh my gosh, is it still not going to be the quality that I want it? Did it matter? Did it change anything? I don't know. But yeah, this is still fire agate, but it's just a white kind. They can be like darker. It can be lighter. You know, there's just, here's a good one. I really like these, like, almost looks like a lava. Like the way it's all clumped. Is it just me, or is the camera blurry? I don't know. I kind of feel like I should have a better picture quality. I'm going to be so mad because I wouldn't know how to fix it. Like for real, I wouldn't know how to fix that. Let me see. I want to look at my YouTube. It's on 480p. But why? Why is it on 480p? I'm so mad. Oh, this camera can do much better. Oh, really? Come on. I'll have to figure it out another time. So that's probably why. I guess it didn't matter if I zoomed in or not. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just looking at the screen and I'm like, no, this is not like, let me see. I want to see what I can do if I put device default. Oh shoot, did I lose the page? Oh, device default. No, it just made it smaller. What the heck did I have? What happened? I don't know. I'm crazy. So I don't know what I did, but I did something apparently. god, I'm so... Fine, fine, fine. Let me put it back on custom. Now it's too big. Of course. Of course I messed it up. Like, I'm so sorry. Give me a second. I gotta fix this. And it's not intuitive at all, so... I don't know. I wish... I'll have to look it up, because I feel like I should have better quality, because I'm like... Like, I really just feel like the camera's not picking up all the beautiful details of this. So... Yeah, I don't know. I really like fire agates because they're actually a protective stone that isn't a black stone. And it's only the element of fire. Lots of other crystals are mixed elements. But not fire agate. So yeah, these are 10 millimeters. They're pretty big. It's no big deal. Alright. I just feel like it should, because like my camera is more than just 480p. Like, I paid for a better quality, so I should have a better quality, yeah. Alright. Finally. Now I'm thinking. So I'm gonna make 5 bracelets, and I have 11 of these things here. So it's like 2 for each, and then maybe 3 for the necklace. I could probably do that to keep these zircons in here without running out. So I'm probably going to start with the necklace, and I have it tied over here, so I can't really design it on both ends, and I kind of feel dumb about that because I don't want to untie this, because this looks like a bitch to untie, right? So I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to do it linearly instead of like, oh fuck, no, I don't think I can do that. Shit. No, trying to do it linear, I would have the design ready and then also make sure that it fits, because then I would have to take the whole thing out on one side in order to do this. So let me just see if I can just unravel it. So this is gonna take some patience. Yeah, I'm not using my fingers for this, so I'm just going to use the tweezers for that. I'm going to hurt my hand. I wish I knew how to do better knots. I just use super glue, but not these. These are not super glued. I'm not sure if I'll include selenite in this pairing. I kind of want to replace the selenite with the golden tiger eye. Ah, the string got caught. Come on. Yeah, it's just part of the process. You just mess with it until something comes loose. Please draw a card for you? Yeah, I could. Give me a second. Let me fix this. Is it okay if it's an oracle card? It's just plain English. It's just easier for me to read than... It's not that I can't read regular tarot, it's just like there's so many meanings, and I can pull the right cards, but then I would have to like look up the meanings of each, and it's just easier if it's an oracle, because it's just a little book that tells me what's in it. But yeah, I mean, I have many oracles, so if there's anything in particular, any topic, I could probably work on that. But yeah, I can draw a card for you, no problem. I'm just trying to get this thing to like work. Come on, I need this to untie. Yay! Finally. And I guess this other piece of string, I probably put it here to reinforce it. Alright, so let me put these over here to the side. You want me to draw a card? He says not a problem if you do an oracle card. Do you have anything in specific? Because I have many oracles. Is it like you want me to do like a general oracle, or It just depends on the situation, right? Because sometimes, like, the oracle, the card's not wrong. It's just that maybe perhaps there's not enough information or context. But if you just want a card to want a card, if there's anything in particular, just let me know. Because I just don't want to. I don't want to end up drawing a card for you and then it doesn't quite resonate because it's not really relevant, you know? Or the information is just not enough. General, please. Cool. Let me go get my stuff. It's right next to me. General. I'm trying to think what I use. Enchanted map. And Wisdom of the Oracle. Is it okay if I draw two? I literally got those. I got those and I got this one. And I got this one. These are like all for general. But I really like these two for general. So I want to use these two because I think they work better together. So we're going to start with Enchanted Map. Yeah. Hold on. I need to find a way to put these boxes. Because like I have no more space on my desk. Let me turn off I'm listening to my own music. Let me turn that off so I can focus. So, alright. I'll just refer to you as Jedi Masturbator, I don't know what other name. Because like usually I ask for a name in the tarot, like, and I'm just like, who is this card for? And I'm like, what name do I use? Because you have so many names. Or I could just say, let me think if I could say it a different way. Like, how do I say it without using a name? Like, I'm trying to think. What message? What message does the person I'm pulling the tarot card for need to hear? I guess, yeah. Okay. One message for the person I'm pulling one message for the fuck. I'm trying to put my words together. Actually, let me see. Are these in upright and reversed? Oh, okay, so these can be in reversed. I didn't know that. Well, actually I did, but I forgot. So I need to do some of these in reverse. I hope this isn't too loud on the microphone. It might be. I hope not. Just let me know. Because I'm shuffling these cards. So. What card? One message for the person I'm pulling a card for. One message for the person I'm pulling a card for. One message for the person I'm pulling. What message does the person need to hear for the person I'm pulling? we got movement. And it's an ostrich. You got the ostrich card. Look, it's an ostrich. And it's got a little island on its back with a windmill. And there's a hot air balloon. This is so wild. And I don't know what the background is. It looks like, it's weird. It almost looks like grass and water and mud at the same time. And there's like all these clouds. I got number 28. The card's a little glossy, so there's just some glare on it. Alright, 28, 28. Let me say, what does it say? Okay, so this is in the upright. So you have the upright meaning coming to life. Something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you shed skins and identities. Oh no, I put the wrong one. This is the wrong card, sorry. Okay, now I'm on the right one. Okay, okay, here's the right one. You are in a time of positive forward motion. This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to move as if by magic. Movement is a state of mind. The fog lifts and now you know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So that was your card. And then, what else? Let me pull another one for Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. Put this away. Okay. I really like the color palette here. I like this red and blue. It's really nice. Okay, let me pull another card. One message for the person from the tarot card for. You got co-create 40. There's a, I think that's a leopard, an owl, and I think that's an egg with a face on it. Interesting. 40. Let's see what 40 says. Creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are that spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. Oh, so there's a relationship message, there's a prosperity message, and there's a protection message. So I'm going to read all of those just in case, okay? Connections of your heart serve to inspire you, opening up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. And that's the relationship message. Here's the prosperity message. Flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. Here's the protection message. You are trying too hard to create all that you desire without the nurturing, vital force of spirit. Perhaps you are in a creative slump, suffering writer's block, facing a monumental task, but unable to decide on your first step. So you just avoid doing anything. Does the word overwhelm apply to you right now? Why do you think it all has to come down to you? Inspiration means drawing in of divine guidance. You must tap into spirit, not simplify yourself. Ask spirit for inspiration. Two minds are greater than one, so co-create with your divine partner. Reclaim your partnership with spirit. Inspiration will flow through you as soon as you get out of your own way. That was your message. So yeah, I hope that helped. I'm gonna put these cards back now. Okay, now I can get started trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Alright. So typically all of my necklaces have a certain pattern to them. I'm trying to grab one of my other ones I've made here, so I can use it to figure out how I designed them. And yeah, typically I have the selenite and the petroleum quartz in between each other like this. I'm thinking about for this one that I'm going to make right now, I'm going to not use selenite and I'm going to use golden tiger's eye. That's what I'm thinking. I think it'll look nice. Now I'm going to put back my music on. I'm playing some rain in the background. I assume it's not like too much because no one said anything, but yeah. You're welcome. So I'm gonna return to this now. I have to be careful because the ends are kind of twisted now. Okay, I'm probably gonna start with Tiger's Eye. I need to put these somewhere else too. So I don't lose them. I kind of don't like how close the camera is to me. Let me try to zoom in. And then I'll zoom it out like physically. It's just I don't like how close it is because it's like I can't see my own workspace when it's that close. That's better. So I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna put these somewhere else because I want to work with the beads that I'm working with right now. So let me find a really good golden tiger's eye I want to work with. Oh, I like this one. I guess I'll go with this one. And let's see if I can do this without the tip getting frazzled because I hate when that happens. Alright. I'm gonna need a petroleum quartz. Oh my god, the dog. I'm sorry about that. Why is the dog freaking barking? Okay, I'm stressing out. I need to calm down. Okay, calm down. Okay, it stopped. Oh my gosh, I was just getting so stressed right now. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Dog's barking. There we go. You have to dig for these in the sea of sunstones. I kind of need the petroleum quartz to be all somewhat the same size, otherwise it kind of goes off balance. Alright, there's two, another. I'm just trying to find the right ones I want. This one or no? This one's got interesting bands on it, but probably just want a single band. This one's too dark. I feel like I should have more gold tiger light. this is all I have. I'm trying to think to myself, like, where else have I used this many golden tiger's eye? After watching this, Julie, okay, I've always been gay, but I'm gay now also. Where is the... Oh, I think I need 2 more. Yeah, I was like, something's not right with this. Where is, I'm not actually into jewelry, to be honest. I'm more into, like, the functionality. Because, like, I didn't really want to get into crystals, but here we are. But I actually do have some spiritual gifts with them, which is like literally the only reason why I've even started working with them. It's like the only reason, especially because a lot of the crystal, like the knowledge out there is just very heavily gatekept, which is very strange to me. And a lot of it is like watered down occultism, which is just dumb. It's like new age, watered down new age, how to work with crystals, and I'm just kind of so over it. Like, so I've been doing my absolute best to figure out how the freak these things work. And I made a breakthrough, but it took a lot of effort and energy. But I'm actually writing a book. Well, it's more like a Google Doc. But I'm sharing it with some people who paid for it, and most of it, I guess, is done, at least the functional part of it. But I had to take a break because my, what's it called? Oh, since I was having a really hard time with my medical issues. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was like super stressed out and stuff, and it's been really hard, so I had to take a break. And right now I'm just barely coming down from the hassle of everything. It was really bad, so. But luckily Archangel Raphael really helped me. But I still have my problems, but at least now I'm not in pain for like, I was like in pain for like a whole week, and I was scared, you know, I was scared a lot. I was having lots of nerve pain, and it was just so painful, and I just didn't know how to fix that. You know, but like these past like 3 months, I think 4 months has been very hard for me. And you know, those who already paid for it have access to the book, because it's a Google Doc, so they can actually view the document before it's, you know, published or completed, right? So, but you know, I do want to finish it, and there were some other things I wanted to do. I wanted to get my life coaching certificate and stuff, but I had to like wait until I got better. But yeah, but it turns out that everything I did was like all for nothing, because nothing really turned out good anyway. How did Archangel Raphael help you? Well, he helped me partially because I just wanted to not have these problems I have, but at least now I don't have the nerve pain. Well, actually I do, but it's just significantly reduced, so it's way more manageable now. But you've seen the Google Docs. What do you mean you've seen it? What do you mean you've seen that? So how did he help me? Well, I just asked for help with my, it was originally for my PTSD and for my insomnia, and just, you know, my nerve pain, but he only just worked on my nerve pain, and even then, I still have some, but it's just more manageable now. Like literally, it was so bad. Like I really had to like, I was just thinking back on my life and having like try to figure out what's the whole point of all this pain, and like how hard I've just been trying to help myself, and then I'm just kind of like angry and also like in pain because it hurts me at an existential level. Oh yeah, I sent the link to what was his name? Mark? Was it Mark? Is that you? You have so many aliases if that's you. I can't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I just haven't spoken to them in a long time. Yeah. 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 You see, I don't even. Yeah, he has so many aliases. I don't even know who's who. Yeah, that's Mark, right? So yeah. So then I did some path working archangel magic for that, and then. But before then, I was using a morphic field audio to help. It's just my body just doesn't feel safe, and so I just have all these crazy symptoms with my nervous system and my stress, and they've just been getting worse. But at a certain point, like it was just so bad that like the only thing I could do was just exist. Like I just had no energy, and I don't know. It was painful on an experiential and existential level, if that's how I describe it. And I was just like, even when I did the ritual, I was just so fucking tired, and I was like crying because I was like, I need something to change because this is ridiculous. Like I did not just go through everything gone through in my life just to end up like this. This is just stupid, you know. Like, although even with all the pain I experienced, it did give me some harsh lessons in my connection to love and my connection to existence. And I posted some stuff on my Instagram, like in the spirit of that, because it's like it was just very hard for me to deal with. All right, what else? What am I gonna use? I want to use the purple stones later. Yeah, that's you. I just didn't know. Can I just call you Mark? It'd just be easier for me to remember. Whenever I see that super long name, I'm like, yeah, that's Mark. But yeah, I'm having to try to get back on track with that. And I think, I can't remember the last chapter or so when I don't know if I finished the attunements chapter. I think I was working on the attunements. On the Reiki attunements, because there's different ways you can work with your crystals. And oh yeah, and Mark, since you're here, so there's actually a person that I could send a link to. But it's so crazy because like anytime I try to fucking like find more information on crystals, it's always this woman that I won't name, and I'm just like, her courses are so expensive, and I'm like, and then because it's so gatekept, it's like you can't even really fully explain like what it is that she's trying to like teach us, because it's like so like it's just kind of ancient knowledge. I'm like, who even knows what she's talking about? And it's all this potential of like how to make them work and how to understand them. Like you don't really know, because how do you explain something without giving away like the teaching of what it is you're explaining, right? And so it was just kind of weird. But you know, I haven't looked at her other stuff, but like I don't, like for real between you and me, I don't trust her energy. She seems like she's really nice, but there's just something that is not quite authentic, and I don't know. I don't know what her deal is, but there's just something not. I just don't want to work with her, but the information she has could be useful. It's just, I don't know about the way she runs her business or things like that. I just don't, I don't know. But she's like the only one that I've seen who actually has like an actual baseline as far as like courses go and other stuff. That's actually like a more polished, seemingly refined way of like teaching how to work with crystals. And there's a crystal podcast. I think they have a YouTube channel, and I'll send that to you. I was thinking about sending you it, but I've just been so busy. And the crystal book that I got, that I shared with you, I've been so busy, I haven't even read it yet. And I was just so sad. I'm like, I really got this book and I really wanted it. I was so excited, and I just haven't had the time to like actually read it. So yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. So where is the, I guess oh, they're already full. I guess I'll just put it here. But yeah, I found some information, but she has a lot of information, and I'm just kind of upset that it's not more readily available. And I don't know what it is with crystal work, but if you want to find anything that's not like watered down New Age, it's like very hard. Because most people aren't going to look that much. So I'm just kind of like, what was the whole point of me having this spiritual gift of working with crystals if like all the information is just so weird and whatever. But yeah, no, it's really cool. Like, for example, like, where do stones get their metaphysical properties? And I was trying to figure out, like, how do people figure out that, this is good for that or that is good for this? Like, how do people organize that and categorize that? But there's actually a reason. I think it's based on I don't think the word chemical was right, but there's some kind of structure, some kind of thing with every crystal that kind of like categorizes them in that way. Because before it's kind of like you look online and it just tells you, but like, how do people know? And apparently there actually is a rhyme and a reason for the way crystals are the way that they are. And I just kind of assumed, like, I guess how people are getting this information from the metaphysics of the crystals, it's either the culture or it's from other psychic mediums just telling people, and I guess it gets recorded down as information, and people just kind of go along with it. And I'm just kind of like, okay, but I don't want this to be like this thing where it's like I just experience it and do it, but like I want to know why. Like, I don't just want to believe it, I want to know why. Like, why is this good for this? Like, why is this even necessary? Or like, so I'm just like, what's the difference between the shapes of the stones, and like, why are they shaped that way? And like, I'm just kind of, I know, it's just like very easy to just like laugh at, like, why believe in crystals and why work with stones, and like there's so many questions unanswered. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, but like that's the whole point, is that you find out. But like, anyone who has that information is not going to give it without it being gatekeeped, or there's going to be some money that you have to pay them, which would typically be a lot because the information is so like sparse. And I don't know. I mean, like, who has like thousands of dollars to put into a crystal course? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you're better off like learning Reiki for like a fraction of the price. Like, I don't understand. Like, right? I'm just like, what's the point here? It's like, what are you like trying to sell? It's like you're just trying to sell like an art form that's been lost for a long time. And I kind of get that, because like, I don't know. I mean, does it really have to be that expensive? I'm like, come on. Like, I just kind of feel like there's just something not quite there, or something's going on with the crystal community. Because like, if you just look on YouTube or you look on Amazon, it's just all this like, I call it like girly pop crystal shit. It's just like, but like this is an art form. Like, this is a respected art. Like, this was something that was so important at one point in our human history, and it's like, and we're just like watering down occultism with our crystals and just being like, oh, it's so magical. I'm like, no, like, this is significant. Like, this is so significant. And it's just like, where the hell is all this information? Like, because like I kind of want to take it more seriously, but I need to know where the information is. Like, otherwise, like, I'm just, what is it that I'm believing in? What is it that I'm looking at? Because I know there's something here, but like, you try to look for it and like no one's telling me or no one knows, and then that's like, okay, well, why? You know, like, what's going on? Like, what's going on in the world, right? Like, this is ridiculous. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to arrange these. Trying to figure it out. I'm thinking. Yeah, I call it girly pop shit. Because that's what it is. It's like, whenever you look on YouTube or like or anything with crystals, it's always like, it's always a girl talking about it. It's never a guy talking about working with crystals. It's all this like, you know, girly stuff. And I'm just like, it's like, I don't got a problem that it's like mostly females involved in it, but like, where are the men? Like, where are the men, you know? Like with tarot, like oracle cards and tarot cards, it's always these women, depiction of women. It's always women on this, women on that. Like, where are the men? There's no men. And I'm like, where are the men working with crystals? Where are the men talking about crystals? You know, and it's like, you know, like, I don't know, like even then, like, occultism doesn't even talk about crystals that much. I mean, they'll probably mention how they're better for holding energy, like certain metals or whatever, but as far as like energy work, it's like general energy work and general energy programming, but not really too involved in working with crystals the way I'm searching for it. So it's just funny, because like not even occultism has given me any direction as far as working with crystals in the way that I want to, or the way that I know it's so much deeper. And I'm just like, okay, then who has it? You know, like, who has the freaking information? Because the girly pop people don't, and the magicians only know a little bit. And I'm just like, and the books are just kind of watered down, and I'm just like it's just a popular thing that's just, I don't know. I mean, and I don't blame people for not taking crystals seriously, because it is a bitch and a half really trying to find the information you want. Like, I don't know if these purple ones go good with these red ones, or if like I want to use the gold more. I'm trying to find colors that work, and I'm just trying to think, which of these. I really love the carnelians, so I'm trying to, I don't know, I mean, they all kind of look a little, they're a little weird. Maybe I'll put the purple in first. I have some sugilite, and I have some amethyst. Where does this look nice? Because this kind of looks like a mess. And I would use more golden tiger's eye, but I don't have that much, so I don't want to do that. Men harder to convince of spirituality because they are more D-headed and less open-minded than women because of their nature. Yeah. I mean, that's like the stereotype, right? Literally, when you go into any kind of like Zoom call with anything spiritual, it's like 98% women there, like, for the most part. Like, when I go to like the dream interpretation, they do like Zoom stuff on Zoom for like summits and stuff, and it's mostly all women there. You hardly ever find a guy. And I'm just, but I still like, well, there should be the men here. You know what's funny? Like, you know, I'm just like, I'm half serious when I say this. The guys that are just like, oh, I can't talk to girls, or I don't know how to meet girls. Get into the spiritual shit, because the girls love the spiritual shit. Literally, there was this guy who was like, you know, I wanted to talk to girls, so I learned how to do tarot, and it worked. Okay, it's just, look, okay, girls like that stuff. So like, I mean, like, it works. I mean, like, it fascinates them. Like, I don't know, like, girls can be fascinated by spiritual stuff, so like, be spiritual. Like, I don't, you know, I mean, like, you know, girls, I don't know. I mean, it's a cliche. I'm like half serious, but like, I don't know. I think it kind of works. I mean, like, if you want, you know, people with more spiritual depth, like, maybe you should try getting into some spiritual depths. Like, I don't know. I mean, lots of women like that stuff. So, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like what's going on, man? Like, I don't know. It's just, I just kind of found that funny because, like, when I saw a video, that guy said that, like, he wanted to talk to girls, so he learned how to do tarot, and I thought that was so cute. I was like, I've never heard of anyone doing that, but, like, when I think about it, that's actually a really good idea. Like, and I thought that was so funny. But, like, seriously though, seriously, like, anybody that I've seen who does, like, spiritual work, that is male, has a lot more of a female audience than they do male. So it's kind of like, you know, the girls are there. It's just like they're just not dipping their toes into spirituality as men. And I'm like, you would be surrounded by so many girls if you did tarot readings. Like, I'm just saying, like, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why, like, they're complaining about they just can't talk to girls, or they just can't find that experience. I'm just like, they're like, where do you think girls hang out? Like, where do you think they hang out? You know what I mean? Like, if you actually want someone with some spiritual depth, you know, or someone who's awakened, like, you know, all that spiritual stuff, like, getting into that as a man will give you lots of exposure to women, like, you know, and that, I don't know, I think it'll probably make them like you a little bit more, because it's like, oh, look, he's spiritual. He probably feels emotions and is sensitive and, like, thinks about things, you know? But yeah, I don't know, most guys won't do that, so it's a little bit, like I'm saying, I'm half serious. Like, I know it's a bit of a cliche, I'm half serious, but it just, when I heard that, I was just like, oh yeah, that is so true, that is so funny, right? Anyway, I'm still having no idea how to fix this. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I won't put the golden tiger's eye here. Maybe I'll just go back to the selenite. I just feel like the color combination is just too hard for me to figure out. I'm like, I put all these colors together. I'm like, do any of these look like they look nice? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was so funny. Like, if ever a guy needs an advice, like, I'm just like, just get into tarot, or just, like, get into crystals, or like, you know, just like, you're gonna meet women, I promise. Women like that stuff. It's so funny. I mean, you may not be popular with your guy friends, I guess, but, like, you might get made fun of, but, like, I don't know. I mean that's why, like, spirituality is not just for, you know, surface level people. Like, you know, in my opinion, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, do you really care about your guy friends? I don't know. And he believes in karma. I need to marry him yesterday. Yeah, it's just funny. It's just a little funny. I'm just like, it's just a half serious joke, but it's interesting. But yeah, I know, I get that though. Like, it's not really a popular, um, typically be cool with or whatever. And nowadays, like, people kind of get confused, like, with spirituality and religion, and the surface level spirituality is a lot, very cultish, because that's how most people start awakening, and that's, like, the baseline, until, like, you figure out, like, okay, there's got to be something more than just law of attraction. There's got to be something more than just this, like, oversimplified understanding of manifestation, etc. But a lot of people stay in the surface level, and I get that, because, like, that's actually where most of the money can be made, is surface level. So that's why people get into things like crystals and tarot and anything that's, like, surface level, and just, Because I'm not kidding. Like, that's literally where the money is to be made in spirituality. Like, you're not going to be able to sell things of a higher caliber because there's not that many people who've reached that level. So like, depending on your services and whatever and what you do, it just, there's less demand for it. For like the more serious stuff. So like, for example, like anything new age is like going to be very popular compared to anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm just so grateful for my spiritual male friends. And it's really such a blessing too. Because there's not many good examples of like I don't know, it's just, I think in our culture or whatever it is, there's just this, like, I guess this caricature about men being very like aggressive and cold-hearted and whatever, and like a more sensitive, like a man who's like more sensitive and more spiritual is like the opposite of that, and I imagine that probably makes a lot of women feel really safe around them. So, assuming like they're a good person in general, but like, it's just like I've said, like, it's so very out there and it's so very like uncommon. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I think I'm gonna put these two together. I think putting the gold tiger's eye in the middle kind of offset the color. So I'm just going to use the white in the middle instead. And I'm going to alternate between the solar energy and the fire energy here, because they kind of stabilize each other better. And I think that might look better. I know the sunstone is also solar too. I'm trying to think. Do I want these together or not? Well, I don't know. I'm not planning on using too much sunstone. But I just have to be very careful because I don't have that much. I'm trying to figure out, like, how on earth am I going to design this? Okay, give me a minute. It's like, this is challenging. I have very limited resources, that's why. But yeah, I mean, in general, like, spirituality is pretty hard to navigate because of people's egos and stuff. It's like spirituality without shadow work is just like, it's just like another form of religion at that point. Where it's just in a box and it makes all these promises and it's all this potential, but it, like in practice, it doesn't really help a person. It just keeps them stuck in the same regurgitated stuff. And that's what I don't like. That's what I've been feeling like with crystals. It's like, it's all this regurgitated information. I'm just, okay, but I know there is so much more here than what is being said or what people know. I just don't know where to find that information. I like this so far. I really like the Russian Charite too. It's very nice. I'm just trying to figure out how on earth am I going to space these. I have a lot of Sugilite. Maybe I'll put some copper here too. I'm just trying to be mindful of like how much space I have. But this necklace is going to determine how the bracelets look later. So. Sugilite before, that's why I have so many of them. I didn't realize they were simultaneously fire and air energy. I mean, element. Amethyst is just air, but Sugilite is like fire and air, and I thought that was so cool because I never knew that. Never knew that about Sugilite. So there's amethyst. Don't put another amethyst. Why not? And then maybe I'll put a carnelian there. I also really like carnelian too. But I only like the big stones of carnelian. I don't know why, I just feel like carnelian should just be naturally a bigger crystal. Holy shit, these copper beads are so hollow, it's hard to put the thing through them. And I wish my shadow wasn't covering it, but I'll try. Oh yeah, here's the, oh maybe I could put the shard right here. In between the carnelian. That would probably look nice, right? If I could just find the right one. So I want a red one though. Like I want red, not like orange. But okay, that's a little okay. How about this one? It's hard, there's like so many of them, I can't really organize. Like which ones I want to use right away. This one has stripes, that one has stripes. I guess I'll use it. Yeah, no, I think this red, the red and purple would look nice right beside each other. Will I put more gold or no? Probably not. I don't know. I'm thinking. If I used 4, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 18. So no, I can't do that. Okay, here's the other color. I don't think I want to use that many Russian charoite. I don't have that many either. But, oh, they kind of look like weird planets next to each other. It's so cute. Isn't there something else I wanted to use? Oh yeah, the zircon. I guess I could. It's very small. Holy shit. Can I even get this through the thread? I can't even see the freaking hole for this. These things are so tiny. What the hell? Let me cut this better. Watch any movies or TV recently? Yeah, I was watching Wednesday on Netflix, season 2. I think that's the last thing I saw. I feel like I want to have more color, but I don't know. Where's the... I guess I used all of the fire agates so far. I didn't even know. Oh, then I need to get myself some more. Oh yeah, I did use them all. Wow. You know what? I probably should have put it first and I didn't. So I'm just so over it. I don't really watch TV that often. Any books? The only books I've ever read would just be books on magic, ritual work, but not really like anything like for fun, no. I actually do have a hard time having fun. And that's just because my nervous system is like really messed up. So anytime I feel safe, I actually my fight or flight gets activated. So I'm just like, I'm always constantly like stressed. I haven't even played video games in a long time. Because like my lungs get tight for just no reason. Like I can't just chill out and play a video game because my lungs will just get tight. It's not like I can't breathe, but it's just enough to bother me because I'm just like, I don't know, it's like you shouldn't feel threatened when you're doing like nothing, right? Like, and I guess if I just ignore it, I could enjoy it, but that experience so far has just made me feel just very weird about my relationship to relaxation and enjoyment, etc. And I don't think I can actually fix my nervous system for real. I don't think I'm meant to. So it's just going to be a problem I have until I don't have it anymore for whatever reason. I don't even know how to do that, but I've just been, I mean, I don't know, I've been in a lot of pain stuff and like been trying to work on myself and stuff, and I'm just existing, really. I'm trying to figure out, well, what now? Like, what do I do now if I'm not able to do the things I want to do? Or just like everything is just harder to connect with. And right now I'm just kind of re-exploring that and like seeing like what are the boundaries, what are the limits now, because like my body's just been through a lot. I mean, that's actually partially why I'm even doing these beads, because I'm trying to protect my energy with fire and air energy. And I've just, you know, I've done a lot of protection magic and shit, but like I outgrow everything really quickly and I hate it, you know? So I'm just trying to figure out what the hell, like how am I supposed to overcome this? So like a lot of my normal ways, you could say, or like the usual ways that I protect my energy and whatnot have just been unsuccessful. And I don't know, I feel like it's a combination of either a compounded effect from the PTSD or something, because it's like I can't imagine my chakras are very receptive right at this point because they're in survival. So I'm just like, well, geez, like how do I get out of this? Like, I don't know. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm going through a lot of limitation, and I'm just kind of like, well, it just makes everything hard. Like, I can't even really expend more of my psychic gifts because my body just refuses to relax. It refuses to take in a higher vibration. It will just like panic, and I just can't handle it. And you know, I feel like my mind is better suited for higher vibration, but my body just needs an upgrade. Like, it just can't handle it. And I'm just like, well, I've done everything I could, and the fucking disability thing didn't work out. Doctors didn't take me seriously, and there was one that seemed a bit disappointed that I didn't want to end my life, which I know is weird, but I don't know, the tone of his voice seemed to be kind of skeptical that I don't have those thoughts. But I don't know, I can't really expect people to understand me, so. And I don't know, like, I have a very meaningful life. It's just very hard, but I don't think people, like normal people, understand that just because the way I live my life is something they think they can't handle, that somehow, like, I must be depressed and anxious or something. Like, well, no, it's just they don't understand what it's like to be truly alive. So, of course, they would think of me that way. Where do you see it? Yeah, I mean, I am getting through it, but I think I'm having to switch up my, what's it called? I'm having to switch up the way I want to pursue things, because I've just been trying to develop my gifts, but it's kind of hard. I didn't even realize this at first, but the reason why it's been, like, all my attempts to channel just haven't been working. Initially, it was because of, you know, like, my connection to love and God and stuff, which was, like, hurt from the cults. But even beyond that, like, the symptoms that I would get, I didn't realize at the time they were actually, like, the same symptoms I get from my PTSD, but in a less extreme level, and I just didn't understand why. So trying to channel would, like, make me feel nauseated, or, like, I would get muscle tension or something like that, and it's just my nervous system is just like, no, we're not doing that. Like, we're not taking in a higher vibration. You're not channeling. We don't feel safe. You're not going to do that. So, and at first I didn't understand what that was, other than, like, oh, I guess my body just has problems, but, like, I didn't know, like, it was just a precursor to, like, symptoms of PTSD until shit hit the fan, and I had really bad PTSD. So then, I don't know, it just kind of put some clarity into me, like, oh, I guess this whole time I just was not supposed to do this, and I just didn't know that. And you know, I realized I couldn't grow linear, and I couldn't spiritually grow linear. Which meant that I'm actually not supposed to grow my psychic abilities in a linear way with linear practice. It's just not possible, because my body just won't allow me to. Let me see. I think this took up more space than I wanted it to. I think it's fine. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of out of balance, but that's because I need to put these other ones here. Do I have enough room? I wouldn't know. I think there's some room to put, like, a little bit more. So yeah, there's that, and that's just where I'm at right now. I'm like, well, like, what am I supposed to do? Because, like, all I've been trying to do is just grow my gifts. But, you know, if my body just won't let me, then I just can't, so. But, you know, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, well, what do I have? Well, I have a very powerful mind, you know, so sometimes I do get more, what's it called? I do get some of my gifts activated, but that's only from magic. That's only from Archangel Magic doing that for me. And I can have these really amazing clairaudient, clairvoyant, but, like, I can't actually control it or work with it. It just happens when it happens, which I find it very ironic. It's like, I can't actually do this on my own, but with magic I could. But that's, like, on a ritual basis, so it's only when a ritual is done, and then I wait a while, that I'll actually get some kind of interesting thing. But as far as, like, actually growing a gift for myself, I can't. Which, I don't know, it's very weird. It's like, why is it that I could have these amazing, awesome experiences sometimes? Like, that feels so like important and so special and like so like not easy for any new person to get, but then I can't actually keep it up. I can't, you know, actually like hold it. I can't actually control it. Like it only happens when it happens, and that's after magic. You know, so like in other words, I don't necessarily get to grow a skill, but I get to experience a skill as if I've been growing it. But that's very few and far in between. And I don't know. It's like, I mean, it's cool because at least I'm like, well, I guess my body's not that fucked up. You know, I could still have some of these experiences, but that's because of the archangel magic. That's only because of magic, not because like I'm actually that receptive or open to it on my own. I've done everything I possibly could, and that's why I'm just like, I've done everything I could, and I really wanted to chase my dream and grow, but like, you know, I can't. And I don't know, it's just my symptoms, my insomnia, and everything's so hard. Like I can't even get taken seriously for disability. So I'm just gonna have to figure out my path of growth in a very me way, I guess is how I would describe it. Just don't know where I'm going, but I'm just gonna have to figure out what it takes for me to heal, because I don't know how to heal, and I don't think anyone truly understands how the nervous system works anyway. So I'm just like, yeah, nah. Like I don't know, just this world we live in stresses me out. But it took a lot of grief, it took a lot of acceptance, it took a lot of crying, and like hope and then disappointment and then hope and then disappointment, and then it's kind of like, oh, clarity. I'm just not supposed to do this. Like this whole time I'm just not meant to have this. Even though I really want it, you know? I think I like how it turned out, kind of. I know, I just envisioned more gold, but I really can't use that many gold. It looks nice, but I'm just concerned that this is really the design that I want. I know. Maybe I'm just a bit preoccupied, I don't know. But yeah. So I've been streaming for 2 hours, so maybe I'll finish the rest on my own. I don't know, but you know, I'm trying to remain positive. It's just very challenging for me right now, but things, at least physically, are more stable. But I feel like whatever it is that I'm learning or going through, it transcends the mainstream. And I'm kind of having to learn lessons and give myself a kind of love and a kind of grace that is probably so intense that most people don't even know like it even exists or it's even possible. Because even though I'm getting this clarity, it's actually very hard to understand it. And I think the way I've only been able to get that clarity is because of how hard things have been. Oh, you'll donate for my birthday? Oh, thank you, that's so sweet. That would make me really happy. But man, everything's just been weird. I was like, I don't really know like what to do or whatever, and I'm just trying to focus like more on my astrology with my North Node and Leo in the 8th house. I'm like, okay, well, that's where I'm meant to grow, so like if I can't work on my psychic abilities, then I guess it's just expression and shadow work. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean, and like how am I supposed to do that? And I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I find it ironic how pain can make us more expressive, but it's because we're expressing pain. And I'm just kind of like, I want to express joy. Like, I don't want to express how difficult everything is and whatever, but like, no, actually, that's part of it, because it's real emotional depth, and it can be intense because of how painful it is. But at the same time, it's so painful that most people choose not to even go there or experience that. So like, whenever I bring it into light, whenever I express it, it's like, it's a lot, so to speak, but it's not to the right people. And I think, I don't know, I'm having a suspicion that perhaps part of my nervous system regulation has less to do with my physical body, but more having to do with a witness, of having a witness for my expression, even at such intensity as it is. And it's just a suspicion, I don't really know. But I'm just having to learn to love myself through all of this, because it's very rough. Like, it is rough, right? Like, I don't know. It's just been a roller coaster, like, these past 4 months, and just like, support, no support, existential dread. What's the point of my life? Like, why am I going through this? I've tried so hard. Why can't I have the things I want? I'm in pain. I don't, like, it's just all these, like, I'm like, what's the whole point of this? Like, where's my sense of security? Like, where's my stability? Like, and I just don't, but I still grow. But it's still fucking hard. Like, and I just kind of, like, yeah, I don't know. Mainstream won't understand me. It won't help me. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond the mainstream. Like, whatever it is I'm doing now or growing now is just going to be so different or so new. I don't even know what it is. But that's where I'm going. So then, I want to work with my crystals, my crystal attunements. I want to work with my life coaching. I want to finish my crystal book. And what else? There was something else. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a video, because I did a spirit crossing, and I haven't talked about it yet on my channel, and I said I wanted to talk about it when things get better. But yeah, so like, I know I'm a medium, but I never had that kind of experience before, so it was pretty interesting. So like, I'm officially a medium, other than just, my dreams have been showing me that I am, but like, I never had any kind of experience or story that's like, yeah, I am a medium. Not because my dreams told me so, but because I experienced it, right? Like, it was really funny, because like, I'm not technically trying to grow that gift. But I don't know, actually, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe that is a gift I could grow. I don't know, because I typically talk to spirits in my dreams, and I don't think my nervous system is limited by my dream space, really. In which case, that could actually be beneficial, but I'm not sure how that works. Because I know my nervous system makes it very hard for me to like, connect more psychically while I'm awake in the real world, because I'm just so freaking stressed. I'm also having to figure out, like, any protection magic or whatever. I don't know what to do anymore with that. Like, I don't know. I've just been like feeling super, super like energetically vulnerable. And I'm like, how do I find my center? How do I make peace with all this? Like, how do I make peace with this? Like, how do I make peace with this? Like, how do I make peace with this? Like, how do I move on? What else do I do? Like, how else can, like, I'm just, like, how? Like, I don't know. This looks nice. I'm just like, I don't know. I think I need to think about it a bit more. The colors are cool, but it doesn't really pop. I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't really pop. Because I feel like the gold is like really, like, it's like the best part of this piece, but I don't have that much gold. I could probably buy some more golden tigers. I think I have some money. I have like $15. I think I could afford more golden tiger eye. In which case, if I could, then this would look way better. because I feel like this gold is really making it look better. It's like the purple and the sugilite and the amethyst. It's nice, but it's kind of mudded together because it's not very vibrant. This carnelian's too vibrant, and there's only like 4 of them, but like the colors don't really work. And the Mexican, what's it called? Mexican five agate is really nice, but it's pretty dark. So it's like, I have some that are more white right here, but I don't think I want to work with that, you know. So I'll just kind of like, you know, I think these are the right crystals, but I'm just concerned about like the distribution of color and like the way that they look. It's like, I'm planning to wear these often anyway, so I want them to look nice, but I'm just gonna have to make some considerations. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do need more tiger's eye. I just don't have enough for what I want to make. So, well, okay, well, I learned my lesson. Need more tiger's eye. I'm gonna probably buy more, and then I'll get back to this shit. I could still work with the attunement with like the raw rock form versus this stuff, because I don't know, this gets more technical with designing and with color and stuff, but like this is literally only practicality because they're raw and they can't be worn. Yeah. Honestly, these are kind of better. Like, raw stones are better because they're more energetically potent, but these are just more convenient and they're pretty. But yeah, I think I figured it out. The problem is not what I did. It's just I want more gold. I want more solar energy. I want more fire energy. And I just can't do it like this. Nah. I'll probably save it for another time. I'll get back to it when I get more golden tiger's eye. I was thinking about saving money for like a book or a tarot deck or something. There's an astrology one that I want to get that looks really interesting, because it's not just the planets or the signs, but it's also the aspects. And I've never seen an oracle deck that included aspects and not just like the different things. And I do have an astrology one, but and even though it's very nice, I feel like it needs more information to it. And I kind of like it. I kind of like having astrological oracles because it kind of organizes information in an astrological way when you do use the cards, and it can actually help you. Like for instance, if you don't know what your time of birth is or whatever, you can use some divination to like figure out some information about your stuff, your chart. But that takes more precise work, and that's why it's like, well, I don't know, like I'd rather do that with cards than do that with tarot, because that's just very technical. So yeah, I'm gonna order some more golden tiger's eye. That's what I think I'm gonna do, and then I'll get back to this. In my head, I thought it would look nicer, but then I kind of realized, no, I actually need more golden tiger's eye. It needs more gold. It needs more fire. Like, it needs more solar. Because these colors are nice, but like they're kind of the dark reds and the purples that don't really pop up kind of hold down like visually the color of it, and I'm just like, I don't know how to coordinate this. I just don't know how to coordinate this to make it look better. But yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to like see, can I make more videos? Can I do more art? Can I do more live streams? You know, see what I can do. And yeah. I feel like I need to create more. It's just my health has just not been good. It's been really bad. Like even exercises, it's been hard. Like if I try to exercise and my body doesn't want to, I get nerve pain and it hurts like hell. And I didn't know it was nerve pain. Like, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was like some, like, I knew it wasn't inflammation. It was a weird thing. And I thought, oh, like, maybe I just need a detox. Maybe my body just has a weird symptom it doesn't understand or whatever. And then turns out, no, it's actually nerve pain. And I didn't figure that out until, like, more recently. I have nerve pain. And it gets worse the more stressed out I am. Or if my body feels like it's going to relax, it will actually get into pain. That's why I have a hard time sleeping. Because when you sleep, you're trying to relax. And then the body's like, fuck that. Nope, we're not doing that. Like, you don't feel safe, so. And then, I don't know, my body's just trying to take care of me. But it's like, yeah, but like, I'm in pain, though. Like, and I can't sleep. And then I'm like walking around the neighborhood at like 2, 3, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. up until dawn just because I have nothing else to do. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. It's like, when you're just so tired, you can't think. Like, you know, like, I'm like, well, I gotta get some joy. I have to enjoy some parts of my life. Like I will not allow myself to just be, you know, just there and like not enjoy life. Like, I have to do something. Like, thank you for your donation, Mark, when you do. Appreciate it. I feel like I'm growing somewhere spiritually, but it's gonna be just, it's like, whatever it is I'm experiencing is just hard to describe and put into words, but I think it's just lots of grace and lots of love, no matter the situation. Anyway, I'm just putting these away, but I'm still talking in the meantime. I need to figure out how much the golden tiger's eye cost. I don't think they're that. I think tigers are pretty affordable, so. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I have some opportunity to focus on something else other than my health right now. Feel a little bit weird that I lose my insurance on my birthday, but I mean, I don't know what else to do. Like, literally, everything just flopped, so it's like I stressed out all over nothing. I don't know, it was just bad timing. It was just, I was misunderstood. It was just, I didn't have the support, so whatever. But it is what it is, so you know, if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. If it wasn't, then it wasn't. But I tried. That's all I can say. I tried to take care of myself, to do the right thing, to put in all this effort. It's just, like I said, whatever I'm going through, the world cannot understand it. Like, I'm just so beyond the mainstream. I'm just fed up. Like, I'm just fed up. Whatever. I'm doing things my way. I don't care. Figure things out. I need to put these away, but I don't know how to put these away because, like, these are already organized, so I guess I could put them in here. Does it fit in the box? Yeah, I don't know. I think I made an Instagram post saying, like, I don't think I'm meant to heal my nervous system. Like, I don't think that's possible for me. Like, I've done everything I could. It's just not gonna work. I feel like the root of my issues with my nerves has more to do with, like, me just not belonging in this world more than, like, any physical thing a treatment for my PTSD could remedy. I don't know, it's like this world is like a boss battle and my body is just like, yeah, this is hard, I don't want to deal with this. Like, we're not safe here, we don't belong here, so we're just going to be constantly stressed out. Too bad. And I'm like, you know, I kind of agree. it really is that stressful. It's just, I mean, my mind can handle it pretty well, you know, like my ability to alchemize and shadow work and having all this emotional depth, but my body, I just hasn't gotten the memo. It doesn't have that kind of that mechanism that my mind and emotion follows, so it has a different way of functioning, I suppose. It needs something else. I don't know what that is, but I'll figure it out one day. Let me put my Russian shards somewhere. Where can I put them? Put them here next to the cigarette. I'm just putting things away right now, but. And then I need to put my zircon somewhere else too. They're so freaking small. I don't think I have a bag tiny enough. No, I think I do, but I don't want to separate them. Oh yeah, before I forget, I need to give you the link to the podcast. I haven't looked into it myself either, nor have I looked into the book. I want to, but I don't know when I'll get around to it, but I at least want to share with you the podcast. That way you could still get more information from the crystals other than just the book. And whatever that lady wants to share, because I don't know, she seems to not want to share everything, and I get that, but how else is anyone going to know? Like, I literally don't know anyone else. I literally don't have, you know, any friend that like can actually teach crystals or work with crystals in the way that I'm looking for. So I don't know. I just imagine like if you're like really, really psychic, or you just can talk to crystals or whatever, like it's probably easier, but like most people don't have that. So I'm just like, can this be for everyone instead of just people who are gifted? Like, because that makes it harder to, number one, understand it, and number two, believe in it. So I'm like, there's got to be a more grounded explanation and understanding for how these things work that isn't just so like in the air. All right, I think that's everything. I think I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mike. All right. Bye. I'm trying to sell art. I've been doing some art streams. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends. But I'm about to finish it. But I'm trying to do more art streams with physical art.